Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take a few minutes to understand how this practice can help for us to develop our inner awareness. So, when it comes to meditation, the most important thing is analyzing our own mind, not regarding the outside things. Outside things important, but the very important thing is analyzing, recognizing our own mind, our own behavior. Why we have to do so? Because we all have a dark side which we don't see. On the surface level, our all characters is kind of like a very sunny day. It's very look nice, beautiful, clear, blue sky. But on the surface level, just seeing it, even ourselves, we can't understand who we are. So the character is not that our behavior. It's personally ourselves we have to look into that rather than judging others. Because when situations happen, we always point out to other people. But it's come from our inner behavior. We are the responsible for whatever we experience in our life. But when we don't see it, what happens? We always go and fight, claim, blame regarding other people. So that's why it is very important to understand and see it within yourself. What is the dark side of you? And when it comes to that, our character is not just the identity that we carry with the name and the birth of date, the place of birth, so that kind of things. Our character is more deeply hide underneath this skin. It's in the bottom of the cloud, the kind of like things that define our each and every cell underneath, which we can't see. So through mindfulness, you gain the power to access to that and see how it is. And once you see it, what happens? You start to recognize it has a history. This is the thing that we don't see on the surface level. When the situation comes, we engage with the moment of situation, but we don't see the history that we carry regarding that behavior within our own life. So when you're capable to see your own history, you are capable to change that, because you see the cause and effect and how the causation brought this situation to yourself, your own inner behavior. But most of the time we don't take that responsibility. So that's why through the meditation, so one is observing inhalation, exhalation, it giving access to this all inside, the character, to your dark space, and at the same time go through your the 4 foundations, observing the sensation, contemplating the sensation, contemplating the body, contemplating the mind, and contemplating the phenomena. 4 foundations. So it also gives deeper access to your inner behavior. And why it is important that way? Because that the moment by moment, even though the surface level things change, and sometimes we get out of the things and we make things nice, but deeply it doesn't going to change our deeper character. So then again and again, we're going to be the same. So the foundation that of the Vipassana will help you to scan and deeper to see it. It's kind of like this, the Homeland Security. They have different way of scanning people. And as you know, people bring drugs, money, and gems, gold, and many things. They try to hide it in every way. And if you see this documentaries regarding this Homeland Security, this border lines, and you see how people try to bring things, and they do everything. Hiding in your cloth, and the vehicles, the tires, the inside, the seat, even the doors, even it fake kind of like chocolates, candy, even it's kind of like apple and fruits, pineapple, grapes. They try to hide this. And sometimes people hide things in their body underneath. And the most of time, beautiful, young, handsome people do this. But still, when the scanning system is good, they somehow catch it. So the meditation also kind of like that. Underneath this skin, in our dark character, sometimes we don't see our own inner behavior. It mostly related to the greed, hatred, and the delusion and envy, that kind of things. So if you don't see it, what happens? It will govern your life in a dark room. So that's why seeing is the beginning of your change. But most of the time, people don't want to go there. Because sometimes observing ourselves and seeing our own mind, it's kind of like a dark room. A lot of people don't want to enter to it. We don't know what is happening there. And But still, if you little by little slowly observe yourself, you can see little by little, the clarity going to happen. That recognition is not a kind of like a judgment. It's a power of analyzing. So you have to separate your self-centered identity from your awareness and observe. So when you are capable to do that, little by little, that you see, the most of time we all deal with always with our own inner behavior, not with our outside people. And these outside situations ignite our inside that dark behavior, and then we engage with the outside people to fulfill that our darkness. So that's why when it comes to practice meditation, it's more deeper observing yourself and recognizing it yourself. Because once you have that power within yourself, especially most of the time when you see around the world and on the surface level, that one of the major important, the negativity that we have, and we use that word only practice point of view, that darkness or the negativity is mostly the envy. We always because the brain is a kind of like a machine, always compare things and try to understand. And as a result of that, what happens? The envy arises. When other people become successful, or when other people have something, out of their success, we get mad and we think we should have it. And we try to overtake it. And we try to get it. That from the ancient time, we had that hunt together happiness. Go and get a happiness. The macho level, we think, so I want this. I am the one. So I am the best. I am the one, and I have to get it. So that's kind of like that. And when someone else have it, we get so mad. And we get disappointed. But the thing is, of course, we all going to have failures. We all going to be different. So then we have to accept other people rather than comparing. It's okay. Because, and you like to be who you are, and at the same time, other people like to be who they are. And then you have to accept it. Why they have to be like the way we want? If the world going to be like that, within a few days, you're going to be disappointed, unhappy. So the change is the very behavior of the world. So we have to accept it. And when it comes to the power of mind, the development of your mind, the growth that you can have, towards when you go openness, and through practicing meditation and analyzing and developing vipassana meditation in you, thoroughly, deeply observing and recognizing yourself, allow you to change your behavior in a very beautiful way. What is happening? You become capable. Listen this and try to grab it. You become capable to turn all your negativity to positivity. It's a kind of, that is become the power of you. You become, you gain the profit out of the lost. You always, it's not you gaining the success always, successful. No, you become, it is a different kind of mentality. We like to be successful, it's not, it's a, that is how people like to be. It's everything kind of like, moving upward and become successful, become successful, become successful, like that. But it is not like that. This is the power. When you fail, listen this, when you fail, can you use that failure as a foundation for your success? That is a totally different way of mindset. When you lose, can you use that loss to gain the success? So that is the power of the growth mind, ability to develop yourself. So through the vipassana, that is what you gain. So then in the very low level, in any failure, you're not going to become difficult. And even the pain or the sensation, even our thought behavior, that whatever that you see, you are capable to use that all to develop your awareness. Then it becomes kind of like opportunity for you. So when the failures, when the lost become the opportunity for you to develop your awareness, how beautiful it is. So that is where your life going to develop. So then look into that and see, are you capable? Because when we fail, when we lose, that's where the envy arises. That's where anger arises, hatred arises, jealousy arises most of the time. That is one reason. Of course, the ignorance is the core, but this envy is one reason. And we always try to overtake other people. Why? Because when we fail, when we lose, we mostly start to mentally shrink. We lose our ability. We get tight inside us. And that is where we create our dark room, the dark place. That's where our character hides. So develop the scanning system. Have a very good, powerful scanning system to see. So once you see it, it doesn't matter wherever it hides. It is head to toes, in your body. It's all in mind. But still, if you are capable to scan yourself and see it, where it is, you can see how the past linked to that. And that is where you recognize there are no other people behind it. It is your own behavior. It is your own decision. It is your own thoughts. It's your own character. It's the reason. And don't think that the people do things only one time in their life. People do things as a behavior. In the past lives, we used to do things. As mental formations, it's keep coming with us. And so whatever come to you, don't think you did it on the first time. There are more reasons behind. You don't see. Maybe you have done it in the past also. When we are not capable to see, it was with us, we think, oh, this is the first time in my life I do this. No. It's not such a thing. It's a good, the bad, the both the same. Negative or positive, both the same. So then why this behavior? Why this dark room we create inside us? From where it come? What is the relationship to the ignorance? So the ignorance come out of the believing of the self. There is me, there is I am, I exist. There is a permanent, of course there is I exist, but the permanent I, permanent self or the soul exists in me. So when it comes to that idea, what happens? You start to develop self-insecurity. So when you have the self-insecurity, you have the fear. And out of that fear, that is where the envy arises. And that is where we used to do a lot of things. So then what you need to do, that self-insecurity always going to be with us as a ordinary people. Until you attain to the enlightenment, we have that self-insecurity. So then what we need to do, by practicing little by little, we have to, because we can't get out of it. But still you have to develop a method how to use your negativity to your positive result. So that is another way we call profitable skill. You already have the negativity. As example, anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. You know, this all we have it. We have to accept. We have it. But when we have it, can we use it to make it more profitable for us and for others? So the core reason, as I mentioned, the self-insecurity. So then how that self-insecurity you can use as a profitable skill? How you can gain a good result out of it? So this one thing is, look, that we practice meditation because we have a self-insecurity. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen end of our life. We don't know what the next life. And at the same time, we don't know that what is happening inside this. This unknown fact create a self-insecurity. So as a result of that, rather than developing envy and fighting and developing go and getter behavior, what we need to do? So we have to come to the point how we can use it as a the profitable way. So that's why we practice meditation. That's why we practice good ethics. That's why we practice loving kindness. That's why we practice compassion. That's why we practice generosity. So that is a one avenue that you can develop all the good skills based with this self-insecurity. So look at how the Russia go and try to, overtake the Ukraine. Why? Because as a country, Russia had the insecurity, believing, oh, if they put missiles, and then it's going to be difficult for us. And then they went to the war. And now that other countries, also start to alarming, oh, the North Korea, today I saw that he told, see, I told you, we all need missiles, otherwise other countries will overtake us. So that the insecurity create that all the situation. So then you have to remember, it's the human nature. But sometimes we are not capable to use our insecurity to make it profitable. So in day-to-day life, the same. We give a hard time to other people, we blame to other people, we jealous other people, we hate other people, we become enemy to other people, not because really they have done something. That's what we see. But if you look very carefully, what you can recognize, it comes from your self-insecurity. So then you have to understand, once you have that, once you see it, and you start to develop all the profitable side. When you are in self-insecurity, you do the loving kindness. You not do it with the fear-based mindset. You do it with the more awareness, with the courage and strength, knowingly that there some effect came out of the causation from your past lives and past behavior. Now you want the change. So now you know the method, and knowingly that you apply it to your life. So that way, day by day, if you get that method to yourself, each and every day you will see these all opportunities indicate, become kind of like a mirror for you to recognize who you are. And even with the relationships, even with all the connections that we build, even with all the community of Sangha, even all the success that what we gain, finally what we can see, finally it all going to show us who we are. What is our real character inside us? What is the deeper hide behavior within this body? So if you are capable to see that, that's one way that you come to the point self-realization. Know thyself. Tattvamasi. You recognize who is this inside the skin. And once the day comes for you to see that, that is the day that you're going to end this journey. So, because you see the reasons and you see the result, and now you have power to the change inside yourself, your own behavior. And when the situation comes, and especially when the greed, hatred, and the delusion, these kind of things arise, right in that moment, on the top of it, you turn it to the other side. That is the power. When the anger arises, you use that anger to compassion. So that is the power. It's not otherwise, not the power is not kind of like that you don't get angry. It is a weakness. If you don't get angry, it is a weakness. And when you get angry, if you convert it to the compassion, that is wisdom. So we want the wisdom. We try to develop the wisdom. We go in the wisdom path. Not to become kind of like the zombies. We have the pain. We feel the pain. We feel the disappointment because we are human beings. We have that all the human qualities within us. But when it arises in us, in that very moment on the top of the death, we see it, and with the conscious decision, we change it. And that is the beauty of life. That is giving the meaning to yourself, to how to live, and you enjoy living, because you see the strength. Then you don't afraid for any rejections or any difficulties, any failures, any judgment. You don't afraid for that. Why? Because you know it is an opportunity for you to see your own inside. And you know that is the moment you're going to become more better. So through observing inhalation, exhalation, it gives you deeper access to your inner character. So then you have to have the intention to go inward, not outside. So that's why inside meditation. And when you go inward, how you have to see and what is happening in you and how you respond to things. And with what condition and what is the point of view that you carry within yourself. And then once you see it, and you have to look into deeper and see from where it comes. Then you will see. And once you are capable to analyze that thoroughly, deeply, vigorously, when you are capable to analyze your own inner dark room, that is where the light arises. Not this outside light, in that dark room, in that darkness that hide in you, deeper in your heart. When that light comes with your wisdom, that is where your liberation going to be. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, and neck get straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens to the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in your heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. To your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, and also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all our guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.